Hello, people of YouTube. My name is Steve Gray. This is Gray's Guitars, and thank you for watching. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, and leave a like, so you know when I'm creating new content. Now, I named this video Billie Eilish, Xanny, and I'll admit I'm using clickbait tactics to try to get you here to enjoy this little breakdown. And basically, I'm going to try something new today. I am going to be reading the lyrics of Xanny, kind of talking about my general feelings towards the song, and kind of what the lyrics mean to possibly her, possibly the audience, and possibly the general world at this point in time. A lot of people complain that she's got a whispery, annoying voice. A lot of people love her. Me, personally, I'm somewhere in between. There's a couple of songs I enjoy by her. There's a couple of songs that I can definitely get annoyed by the kind of whisper singing. But that is all up to the viewer or listener, depending on if you're watching a music video or listening to her music through like Spotify or something. So let's just get right into it. What is it about then? I must be missing something. They just keep doing nothing, too intoxicated to be scared. Better off without them. They're nothing but unstable. Bring ashtrays to the table, and that's about the only thing they share. So basically, what she's talking about is, I don't know if it's like a friend or some person in general. They are very intoxicated, smoking cigarettes, obviously, possibly doing drugs, alcohol, etc. The song is called Xanny, so obviously it's more about Xanax, which I believe, if I remember correctly, is like it helps you sleep or something, and then if you stay awake, it makes you like super high or something. So basically, it kind of makes you feel, it's kind of like working a little bit like a painkiller. Basically, she's saying that these two people are kind of terrible, that the only thing they share is an ashtray, and they're probably fighting all the time. So let's go on to the next section here. I'm in their secondhand smoke, still just drinking canned Coke. I don't need a Xanny to feel better on designated driver's home. Only one who's not stoned. Don't give me a Xanny, now or ever. So basically, she's basically saying, obviously, the people are doing Xannies. She's not really having a good time at this point. She just wants to be done with this, and she has to drive everybody home because she's a designated driver, which, I mean, props to all designated drivers out there. But we all know we get those moments where we're like, I don't want to be the DD. But you got to do what you got to do. So, you know, love to that. Moving on to the next chunk. Waking up at sundown, they're late to every party, nobody's ever sorry. Too inebriated to know how to dance. Morning as they come down. Their pretty heads are hurting. They're awful bad at learning. Make the same mistakes, blame circumstance. So basically, they're showing up late to everything. They're blaming other people for everything. They're so messed up that they literally cannot even function as human beings right now. And basically, they are just a giant waste to society. They need to work on kind of cleaning themselves up better, and to be better people, be better human beings. I'm in the secondhand smoke, just still drinking canned Coke. I don't need a Xanny to feel better on designated drives home. Only one who's not stoned. Don't give me a Xanny now or ever. So basically, kind of already got the chorus, kind of covered this already. Basically, she's the only one that is not intoxicated at this point in time. She just is happy hanging out with friends, sipping on her Coca-Cola. Unless she's talking about actual Coke. No, I'm kidding. She does specifically say canned Coke, and I think the reason she specifically says canned Coke as opposed to just Coke is because everybody like, oh, that means she's doing hard drugs, whatever. Which is not the case. And obviously, you know, being the DD again. Okay, so then we got, please don't try to kiss me on the sidewalk on your cigarette break. I can't afford to love someone who isn't dying by mistake in Silver Lake. So basically, what she means is she doesn't want to interact with people that are kind of knowingly killing themselves. Obviously, the more drugs you do, there's a higher chance of an overdose, higher chance that you are going to die. And you know these risks. These people know these risks. Obviously, most people when they die, it can be a mistake, it can be old age. It's just kind of, random. Death obviously is part of life, but she doesn't want to deal with people that are willingly, taking these drugs that are making them closer to death every day. And it probably is. It's breaking her apart because maybe she loves these people. These people are close to her, but at the same time, it's kind of tearing her apart inside because you gotta know where to cut people off is basically, I think, is what she's saying to this. What is it about them? I must be missing something. They just keep doing nothing, too intoxicated to be scared. Coming down, hurting, learning. So basically she doesn't understand kind of why these drugs are so important to these specific people. She doesn't obviously want to do the drugs because obviously she said, don't ever give me a xanny. And that these people are coming down right now. That they're still a little bit too intoxicated to be scared because they don't really know what's going on because they just feel good. And now they're coming down and hurting and they're learning. Basically, they're learning that it sucks, obviously, probably getting some sort of massive type hangover type deal after taking all these xannies, and maybe they'll learn not to do it again. So that is kind of my general take on this song. There's a person or a couple of people, more likely, I think it's at least two people, based on the whole sharing the ashtray line. But other than that, I really don't think there's much else to this song. Decent song altogether. She's getting cigarettes. Basically, she's all in white. The entire thing's in white. Benches in white. Backgrounds in white. Clothes are white. And she's singing this song. A lot of bass into it. So the bass can kind of signify like the ups and downs. Like, oh, you're high, so it's awesome, and then it goes back to calming and kind of relaxing. It's like you're done being high. It kind of sucks. You're coming down. I think that's kind of where the bass line and everything is kind of going for the song in the background. As I said, she also has cigarettes put out on her face. So basically, these people are hurting her. Like, they're not hurting her physically, but they're hurting her emotionally because they know what they're doing. They are very aware of the consequences, and they just don't care because, maybe they're addicted to the drugs, but I'm not really sure. Maybe we'll learn who this specific person is in her life. Maybe it's not somebody in her life. Maybe it's just kind of a story she's made because it could be like a friend of a friend type situation. But we don't know. Thank you for watching. If you subscribe, definitely appreciate the love if you can. I know there's going to be a lot of dislikes on this video because I'm just going to call it Billie Eilish Xanny, and the thumbnail is going to be the exact same thing from the Vivo video. I think that's the people that were directing it and heading on YouTube. But it is what it is, Any publicity is good publicity. Thank you for watching. This is Gray's Guitars. Yet again, I am Steve Gray, and as always, have a good one.